Respected Principal Sir, our guest speaker, dear colleagues, faculty members, dear students and learned colleagues from other institutions, a very good morning to one and all. Myself, Naveen Kumari, on behalf of Department of Pharmacology, Sri Vidyaniketan College of Pharmacy, feel privileged to welcome you all for this one-day national workshop on receptiveness in silico screening. It has become a regular aspect and part of Sri Vidyaniketan's academic program to organize this workshop. It's our tradition to start an event with worshipping the God. Let's all pray, Ma Saraswati, to make this event grand successful.
Madam, kindly check the audio, madam.
Now I request our HOD, Dr. R. Jayaraman, to address the gathering.
Am I audible to all of you?
Sir.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Our most respected chairman, sir, respected CEO, sir, respected advisor, directors of SVET, beloved principal Dr. Anna Balaji, and convener of today's workshop, and resource person Dr. Gopinathan, sir, and distinguished faculty members of Sri Vidyaniketan and participants of various institutions. And my dear young, dynamic, powerful students of Sri Vidyaniketan and other institutions. I am very much delighted to welcome you all for this wonderful learning platform as in the form of workshop. And we all know that learning is continuous process and there is no shortcut for learning. So by considering the pandemic situations, we are taking the decision to move on online mode. And on these great occasions, it is gratifying to note that the agenda of workshop will cover a wide range of topics in the area of screening procedures. Right, in simple words, drug discovery through virtual turning techniques and tools, whatever is available. So as we all know that drug discovery divided into several segments, including preclinical as well as clinical developments. The transition from discovery to preclinical development is also a continuous process. And nowadays, in preclinical development, computational drug discovery plays very vital roles, and from starting from lead identification to lead optimization. And this is also which in turn which reduces the cost effectiveness, cost burden, and also the time bound. And this is the conditions we observed during this pandemic situation also. And we all know that for if new drug coming to the market, it will take almost 12 to 14 years together. But what is the conditions? We are aware how this vaccine is came out with by applying all those things, by applying all these principles only. So as I said, the computational drug discovery plays very vital role, and we that are organizing this type of programs which may be useful for the drug discovery process, and which will make some awareness to the students also, right? So And moreover, this speaker is also from the same domain with vast as well as diverse experience, and he will enrich the session with more in detail about the in silico screening methods and the available resources for the drug development and process, also including the challenges. So with this, I request all the participants for their complete attentions to the sessions, and I hope you all will enjoy the fruitful learning process. Okay, and hope we will continue in the near future also. I once again welcome the speaker and thank you for accepting our invitations. Thank you, sir, and madam, you can proceed. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. I now request Mrs. Sri Radhika to introduce our speaker.
Good morning to all. It's my honor to introduce our guest speaker, Dr. N. Gopinathan, Assistant Professor, Pharmaceutical Chemistry Department. Sir has completed B.Pharm in C.L. Beth Mehta College of Pharmacy, Dr. MGR University, Chennai, and M.Pharm in Manipal College of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Manipal University, and PhD in Ramachandra University. Dr. N. Gopinathan has 17 years, 6 months of professional experience. And sir has been acted as NARC coordinator, NIRF coordinator. Dr. N. Gopinathan sir's area of research is in synthesis and in silico screening models. Sir has guided 7 UG students and 10 PG students. Dr. N. Gopinathan has 16 publications and also published 2 books. Sir, welcome for the workshop, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for the introduction, ma'am. Can I start present, sir? Share the screen.
Thank you, ma'am. I now request our speaker, Dr. N. Gopinathan, to take over the session.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Now I'll share the screen. Ma'am, can you able to see the PPT?
Yes, sir.
Sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Shall I start, sir?
Yes, sir, you can proceed.
Yes.
So good morning, one and all. My respects to all. So I first thank the organizing team to give me an opportunity to present myself and to share my knowledge. So whatever we have learned is a hand of sand only. What we have to learn is ocean. So with this saying, I will start my presentation. So what I know is also very less only. So by sharing my knowledge, I think I can improve my knowledge. So with this molecular docking studies, so the receptiveness in docking studies is in silico screening. That will be the topic. So that what before starting a docking studies, how we should be prepared. That only we are going to see today. So before going and approaching somebody else regarding the docking studies, how much we have to be ready in that part before reaching them, then only they will also help us to proceed further. So for that only I want you to be ready with the things. So just I'll start with the PPT, then we will see some workshop mode also today. So docking or in silico screening. So you know that when a drug has to show its action, the receptor has to bind with the ligand. So that receptor, when it binds with the ligand, then only it will show its action. That everybody will know. So you might have learned that lock and key mechanism. So if your key perfectly matches with the lock, then only it will opens. The same way only when a drug exactly go and fit to the receptor, then only it will show its action. So the docking is a structure-based technique which attempts to fit best match between the two molecules, that is the ligand and the target. So if the best fit has been happened, then only we can expect that the therapeutic effect. So you know, this will be the target proteins. That is bioinformatics, they will say it as protein, but our pharma people will say it as the receptors. So the ligand or the drug molecule. So the drug has to go and bind to the receptor. So if that binds, then only it will shows the therapeutic action. When these things, that is in the screening itself, nowadays we will say that in vitro screening, in vivo screening. Apart from that, one more thing is in silico screening. So in vitro, you know that if you perform in the lab without the help of animals, you know that that will be the in vitro. So if you perform with the help of animals and if you proceed, then you will say it as in vivo. So if you can perform this with the help of the computer, then we will say it as the in silico screening. So that only we will say it as the molecular docking studies or in silico screening. Any one terminologies we can use. So I'll try to use that in silico screening itself. So the same thing, target ligand, if exactly fits how it will fits, then the action will be there. That only we are going to see. So this will be the typical docking workflow or in silico screening workflow. So first we have to select the target, then ligand. So first, once you fix the ligand, we have to prepare the ligand. The same way, the target, we have to prepare the target. Once you prepare the target and the ligand, we have to proceed for docking. So after the docking, we have to evaluate the docking result. Then we have to interpret with our things. So first, in the preparedness, we will see about the ligand. So ligand, other term, we will be using it as the drug molecule. How to prepare the ligand, that only first we are going to see. So file format. So once you enter, we should know the format. Okay. So once you type it in your Word and you save the file, what you will see in the file format? Anyone from audience? So if you save that Word file, after the file name, what it will come?
Which type of document? Dot
Doc. Yeah. So it will be coming as doc or docs, it will come. Okay. So that will be the Word file format. Suppose Excel means .excel, it will come. So like that, the file format will be there. Just for you to understood what is the file format, I had given this. So Word means .doc will be there. Excel means .excel will be there. Like that, in our docking studies, the file formats are there. You should know what and all the different file formats. So this will be the different file formats will be there. So .mae, this .mae file we will be using in when you are going for docking software Schrodinger, that will be used. Whereas when you are going for the file format PDB, so this PDB file format is the common one. We will be using it in most of the docking servers. We will be using this PDB file formats. That they will say protein data bank or PDB file format will say. Then SDF file formats, then mole file format. There's what we are going to see, this mole file format only. So I am going to show you the how to draw the structure with the ChemSketch software and how to save that file in mole file formats. So if you save the mole file format, then one more thing is also there, smiles. We can develop, if you draw the structure, we can get the smiles. From the smiles notation, we can convert them into the different file formats. So I will show you that also how to convert from one file format to the another file formats. So now you understood what is the file formats. Suppose if you are saving the Word, it will be in .doc. The same way, so if you draw the structure in ChemSketch, we are going to save them in the doc mole format. Okay, doc mole format. Then I'll show you how to convert this to a PDB file format. That also I'll show you. So with this, now I'll move on to the software part. So I already asked you people to download that ChemSketch software. Suppose if it's there, it's good, because while I'm doing, you also can practice that. So you can, that is, you have to type that in Google search, ChemSketch software. Then ACD Labs, that file will be open. You click on that. One minute. So I think in Google, if you give ChemSketch software, see in the ACD Labs, https://www.acdlabs.com. So if you click that, yeah. So this page will be open, ACD ChemSketch download. So in that you can fill it, your file, that is your first name as well as the last name. That is, first name is our name, last name you can give the expansion of your initials. Then email, whatever the email you are following, personal email or official mail, anything you can give. Then which company you belong, then country, then country you get enough. Then if you move this one, finally that license acceptance thing they will ask. If you give I agree to the license agreement, then you click this download software. The software will be downloaded. After you download, then you can open that. Suppose if it is in the RAR file format or in the zip file format, you extract the file. Then if you open that, setup will be there. If you click the setup, the software starts to install. It will ask next, 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 like that. Finally finish. That is, you have to accept that license agreement. Then if you give finish, it will be finished. Then it will be installed in your system. This is the way to download that software. It is a free software only that you can download. Now I will open that software in my system and I will show you how to draw the structures and what are all the features of that software. Yeah. So now you can see that software. Ma'am, can you able to see that thing screen in the ACD ChemSketch?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. Shall I proceed now?
Yeah, proceed, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah. See, this will be the ChemSketch software screen. So you can see two modes will be there. Structure mode. So please see the arrow. So here structure mode, draw mode will be there. So while we are drawing the structure, we have to use this structure mode only. See this draw mode, just lines and thing which you want to do it for your PowerPoint presentation, anything you can proceed for this draw one. But better for our ligand preparation, choose structure mode. So two modes will be there, structure mode and draw mode will be there. Choose structure mode. So then you know this will be the where ACD's ChemSketch thing will be there. If you give any file name, that file name will be displayed here. Suppose if you say unopen, the file names will be displayed here. Because I didn't give any name, so no name is being displayed here. You can see .sk2. See the no name 01.sk2 will be there. See the .sk2 represent ChemSketch file format. So if just I give save, the file will be saved as .sk2 file format, that is ChemSketch. Then if I want to save it in mold file format, I have to go as save as option will be there. So in file, you see this and all, you know. So if I give save, then it will be saved as SK2 file format. So if I give save as, see, you can see that wherever the file I want to save that. So name, now I'll show you the aspirin structure. So I'll give it as aspirin. See, save as type, file name will be there, save as type will be there. See, different thing will be there. MDL mol files, sketch, MDL, ChemDraw, MDL extended mol file format, and it will be going on that picture like that things and all. But I'll give it as MDL extended mol files format. Then I give save. So first I have to draw the structure, then only it will be saving. So first I'll explain the thing, then I'll go for drawing. So this will be the menu bars. So file, edit option, in that cut, copy, paste, undo, redo will be there. See, undo, redo means previous and other things we can go. One of the best feature of this ChemSketch software is that, so you can go 50 times, that is undo options. This will be the thing. Then in that pages, no, nothing. In tools, if you see, structure properties will be there, clean structure will be there. I will show you what is the use of this clean structure. Then tautomeric forms, then split and remove hydrogens, that is adding and removing hydrogens, numbering, then generate. So how to generate the name for the structure, IUPAC name, then smiles notation, then ICHI structures. So these are the different notations for the structure that I'll show you one by one. So after the structure is done, we can able to calculate this. Then templates. So the templates means the template window. So in your mobile phone, templates will be there. That is already typed and saved one. If you want to send that message, just you can copy that and we can send it. That is readily available message like that in there in template. That is, if you are in meeting, just you can, that is, if any call comes, you are unable to attend the call, you can send a message, that is, I am in meeting, like that. The same way only here in this all readily available structures. So if I want to use any one of the structures, I can copy this. One minute. So if I click the structure and I drag this to the screen, so now I can copy that Aconitain structures. So like that, from the templates, I can bring the structure. So just using this will be somewhat big structure. I'll be going with the smaller one. So just I have shown you what is the usage of this templates. The template organizer will be there. If you draw the structure and go and give template organizer, that structure will be saved in the templates. Whenever we want, we can take from the templates itself instead of drawing that every time. Then adds on thing, this if you calculate log P, mine is older version, so this option won't work out. But if you download now only, if you click this, you can able to calculate this log P. So these are the menu bars. Then these are the tools which we are going to use. So in left hand side part, you can see the periodic table will be there. Okay, so if I just click the icon, you can see periodic table. So this periodic table of elements will be there. So in the left hand side, you can see the elements, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, like that will be there. Some rare elements will also be present. If you want to include any one of the thing, just you can click the periodic table. So whatever the elements you want, you can click that particular element. For example, I want to click bromine is there, iodine, chlorine is there. Okay, so magnesium is also there, zinc is also. Okay, I'll include aluminium. So aluminium, I clicked, I given OK. So you can see that aluminium is added in that element part. So in the from periodic table, whatever the elements I want, I can include in this toolbar. So this about that left side part. Then in that right hand side, table of radicals will be there. I'll click on that. Whatever the things we present, it will be shown, that mostly functional groups. See, you can see this will be N propyl. Then you can see CF3, ethylene, NO2, CHO, OCHO, SO2NH2, then SO2Cl. So like this functional groups will be there. So COOH acid, COOMe, then acetyl group, that is CH3. So these things, functional groups, will be in the radical. So mainly you should know the toolbars will be here, the elements will be here, the functional groups we can get from the table of radical. So now I'll start with drawing the structure. So aspirin, I am going to draw. So I click on the benzene ring and bring to the worksheet, and I clicked it. I got the benzene structure. Then I want to introduce, it's an acetyl salicylic acid. So acid group should be introduced. So I brought that acid and I clicked that. So now I got benzoic acid. So acetyl salicylic acid is second position. OH of salicylic acid is replaced with the acetyl group. So we are going to introduce that one. In the table itself, I can go OAC and I can click that and I can introduce that. So if I want to delete, I can use this delete option. Okay, one more option is there that I will use it. I have drawn the propyl. So 3 times I click that. Then I want O, COCH3. So O, COCH3. Then COOH. So from that acetyl, if I include, just it will be form a complex like that. So to avoid that, I have drawn like this. Anyway, you can follow that. So just OCOCH3, and now if you see, the structure is looking Lombard aligned. It's not proper like that. So now I will select. So for selecting the structure, I have to use lasso on and off tool. Okay, I have to click lasso on and off tool. So it will be like square as well as this way. Square means just it will be selected as square box. So just I have selected the structure. Whatever the option you want to use, first you have to select the structure, then only it will work. So I have select the structure now. Then I'll go to the tools. Then I'll use clean structure. I told no, I'll show you how to use the thing. Clean structure. See, you can see the structure will be look like that. So if I want to do, yeah, many times I can do until I want the clear things. So now I feel this structure will be okay. So I have stopped. Then you can see. So this will be COOH OCOCH3. So the structure of aspirin. So that is the usage of clean structure. So if I want to get the tautomeric from, just I have to select the structure. Then I'll go and click check tautomeric from. So this shows this itself very good tautomeric from. Suppose if 2 and more structures will be there, it will show 2 forms, 3 forms like that. Then show aromaticity. See here the benzene ring, aromaticity. Show aromaticity means that ring will come over to the benzene ring. So hide aromaticity means the double bonds will come. So if you want the ring, you can give the shows aromaticity like that. You can see the aromaticity in the structure. Then add explicit hydrogens means it will add all the hydrogens over there. Then remove, that means hydrogens will be removed. So mostly in the structures, hydrogens won't be there. So in the preparation of ligand in the docking software, this function only it will do. It will add that all the hydrogens, then it will minimize the energy, then it will take that ligands to the docking software. So that will be called as preparation of that ligands, that only it will be doing. So these are the options present in the toolbar. Now we will be moving into that auto renumbering. So it will itself give the numbers. See, this will be the OCOCH3. So first number will be given to this, second 3, but actually acid should be given 1, but it itself giving the numbering. So it has given like that, but we can start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. But auto renumbering, if you don't want that numbering, you can clear numbering. Then generate style. C. First, I'll give name for the structure. So you can see it has given 2-acetyloxybenzoic acid. So it had generate the name. So for any structure, we can draw the structure and go to the tools, generate name for the structure. It will give the IUPAC name of that structure. See, up to 50 elements, it can able to give the names. Once it crosses above the 50 elements, the software unable to give the name. That also we should keep it in mind while you are giving the, while we are asking that name to be given. Then I'll select the structure. Then I'll go to generate. I told no smiles notation. This is very important. Smiles notation. So this will be the shorthand, no? How you write the shorthand forms for the words, the same way for the structures to be written in the short form. So this will be called as smiles notation. So please listen, this will be the smiles notation. This only we can use this smiles notation to bring that structure, as well as we can convert from one file format to the another file format with the help of this smiles notation. Okay, now I'll show you that. I'll select the smiles notation. Now I'll go to the tool. See, one option is there, structure from smiles. Okay, I'll click that. So you can see, yeah, we have generated the structure from this smile. Okay, so this is the structure. From the structure I have generated the smiles. From the smiles I used and I draw this structure with the help of this chem sketch. So if you know the smiles notation also, you copy and paste it here and you can bring the structure from the smiles. So that will be helped by this software, that is ChemSketch software. So if you know the smiles notation, we can bring the structure here. Then generate. See, now I have to select the structure. Then I should go tools, generate. This ICH like smiles. This is one more thing. Using this also, that is if you go to PubChem, you know this one. This code also they will be giving smiles notation, then INCH code. So this will be, if you know this, we can retrieve the structure from that notations. Okay. So these are the options which we use it from tools and generate option. Now I'll see what and all the properties we can able to calculate. I have selected the structure. Then I go to calculate. So all properties I'll give. Then copy to editor. See, it will give molecular formula of that structure, molecular weight, composition, elemental composition. Suppose if the information is available, it will give. Suppose if it's new structure and other things, it won't give some other data. Whatever the available data, it will give. So these are the details which we can able to get from this software. These are the calculated properties. So these are the uses of tools. Okay. Then I'll show some other options also. Okay, if I want to use that 3D views, that structure I have selected, then I give 3D view. So it has been changing to the 3D view of that. So it is in wire and format. This will be wireframe format. So if you want in the stick format, we can change to the stick format, ball and stick format, space fill, dots only, disk with dots. So here just if I want to rotate the things, I can rotate. So this our viewing our structure in the 3D view. So this yes, so I have to select the structure. I'll save this file, save as print. So you can see aspirin.mol because if I am giving it in the mol. So if I give desktop save, so it's already exists. I had given the name. So okay, replace it. Yes. Okay. Okay. So now I'll show that. In the desktop, aspirin will be shown saved as this only the mol file format. So I have saved that as .mol file formats. Now I have shown you what is the use of file, edit, tools, then templates options, then how to view that in 3D, that is 3D format. And if I select the structure and I click log p value, it has to give that log p value. See, my add-on is expired. Suppose if I have download the software, it will give the log p value also. So you know that in docking, Lipinski rule is very important. Lipinski rule of 5. So it will see molecular mass or molecular weight, then acceptable protons, and that is proton donor and proton acceptors. Then this log p value, then molar refractivity. They will consider now molar refractivity also, but we will see only the 4 parameters in that, but it will say Lipinski rule of 5. But now they are adding the refractive thing also, molar refractivity also. Based on that, if all the things is been within the limit, then we will say that the drug will be have the drug likeliness property. So that molecule which we draw, if it is all the things will be within the limit, then we will say it will be it is obeying the Lipinski rule of 5. I'll show you how to calculate that also afterwards. So these are the options which is being present over here. So now we will see how to draw the different structures. So now I will show you how to draw paracetamol. So paracetamol, NH, 1 minute. COCH. So NHCOCH3 and the OH will be in the 4th position. So this will be the paracetamol. So like this, whatever the things we want, we can draw the structures using this Chem sketch, and I'll generate the SMILES notation now. I'll select the structure, tools, generate SMILES notation. Okay, so I'll copy this. I've copied the SMILES notation. I'll open. See, in Google, we have to type So one more thing, can you able to see that that is Google search page now? No, sir?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Online SMILES translator. Okay, so in Google, I am typing online SMILES translator, and first you can see the first thing itself, https://cactus.nic.nih.gov. So I'll be using that one. I'll click that. So you can see the page will be open. See here, you can start structure editor. You can choose the file, that structure itself, but that should be in SMILES mol file, PDB file. You can choose that itself, or otherwise I can copy that smiles notation. So I have copied the paracetamol structure smiles and I have pasted here. So in the input, I have pasted the smiles. In the online smiles translator, I have drawn the structure and I have generated the smiles notation, and I have taken that and I have pasted in the input file format. Then see in the display, in this option, I have to go for the PDB file, then KQL, and here 3D I can give. So I have to change PDB. I am going to change this to PDB file format, because if I need it in PDB file format, I will be giving, or whatever the things, if any other things in mostly in what we can say in Schrodinger and other things, if it is in PDB, it will accept, as well as in Mole also it will be accepting, and MoleGrow software also it will be there. So whatever the docking software you are going to choose, based on that you can choose. I want you to show you some online docking server, in that it requires PDB file format. So I am giving it in the PDB file format. I want to convert this file to a PDB file format. So now I have drawn the structure, I have generated the smiles notation, then I have copied the smile notation, then I have pasted in online smiles translator. Then I had changed their PDB, KQ, then 3D. So these three things only I have to change it. Then I have to give that translate. So I have to give translate. So you can user define yes, you have to click here. So you can see a file is being downloaded. So that will be, so I have to go to the download and I have to change that file to a paracetamol like that, and I can change. So you can see that downloaded file, you can see .pdb. .pdb will be there. So this will be, I have converted from mole file format to the PDB file format. So mole file format to PDB file format I have changed. So this is the way to convert the mole file format to PDB file format using online smiles translator. Then I will show you here itself. So we have seen how to get from the ChemSketch, then how to convert it PDB into the using the online thing. Then one more thing I'll show you, we can retrieve the structures from the databases itself. I will show you PubChem. See, PubChem, if you type it in the Google, it will show in that first thing, it will show that https://pubchem.ncbi.nlm.nih.gov. So this I have to click. So this will be the thing. So National Library of Medicine, PubChem, Explore Chemistry. So in the search, see whatever the thing which is already available, we can maximum able to get from the databases. So for example, the same paracetamol. So acetaminophen, That is a paracetamol. So if you click that, you will get the detail about that. So PubChem CID. So this will be the number. You will get this. This will be the PubChem number. In the search of the PubChem, if you give 1983 like that, it will show you the paracetamol details. So this is the use of PubChem CID. That is ID for each structure. It will be given by the PubChem database. Then structure, you can get the structure 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional. Then chemical safety of that, then molecular formula, then synonyms, molecular weight, so here the 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional structure will be there. See, if you want to download, you can download also. So you click that. So it will ask in what file format we want to save. Okay, any one file format you can use. That SDF file format will be taken up by the Schrodinger. Suppose if you are choosing Schrodinger software, we can go with this SDF itself. You can save. See the conformers 3D CID, the number of that PubChem will come .sdf file format. See, I have given save SDF. Now you can see that .sdf file format. So only these are the different file formats which will be there. So now I have saved the structure in SDF file formats. So it is a crystal structure, name and identifiers. See, this will be the IUPAC name for that paracetamol. Then I told that INCHI, no, while I am giving, draw the structure, select, go to tools, generate. In that INCHI will be there. So this will be the thing which will be given for that structure, INCHI, INCHSP. Then next comes our smiles. So it will give the smiles notation for that paracetamol. So using this also we can able to get some other structure. I will give and I will copy the smiles and we will go and draw the structure in the ChemSketch software. So this will give all details about that paracetamol, melting point, everything, its toxicity, whatever the calculated, whatever the observed thing, whatever the thing which will be performed, NMR, all the data will be given. Full detail about that particular drug you will get from this PubChem. But regarding the ligand, we can copy either the structure or you can download the structure directly, or you can copy the smiles notation. So we will try one more structure. So can you give one choice? What structure shall I download from this PubChem? Any one name structure can you suggest? Name of any one drug. So you might have started your projects like that. Any drugs you come across, any name like that. We'll try to get that structure. Okay, no problem. I will accept.
Okay.
Okay. So search PubChem, I'll go. I'll give. So cocaine. So now I got the details. See, I can download that 3D structure itself as SDF file format, or otherwise see canonical smiles. So this is the smiles notation for cocaine. So I have copied that smiles notation. Now I'll be moving on to our thing. So now I'm back to that SchemSketch software. So to avoid the confusion, I'll get new page. Now I will. So I have pasted the smiles notation. Okay. So now I want to get a structure from this smiles. So it will ask this one only. So I can. So here, or I have to paste that smiles here. So you can see that I got the structure of cocaine. Okay. So this way, if I have the smile, I can get the structure of cocaine. So that is the usage of this tool. So I have to copy the smiles. I have to go generate structure from smiles. It will show the thing. I have to copy the smiles here. Then I click OK. The structure will be there. Then from this I can do whatever the things which is applicable to this software. I can get the information regarding this structure. So now I've shown how to get the smiles notation from other thing and how to get the structure also using this SchemSketch software. So from the PubChem database also you can get the structure as well as the thing. So that is not only that, other databases also there. Whatever the thing, if you got some article, whatever the things they mentioned to get the ligand, that particular database also you can move. Then you can retrieve the structure from that. See. So in the PPT file format, so what and all the different file formats available, and I think you'd have the idea. So I have drawn structure, so IUPAC name, smiles notation, then INCHI, so the calculated properties, so Lipinski rule of 5. So whatever the molecules we have chosen, whether it follows the Lipinski rule of 5 or not, that's very important. So molecular mass less than 500 Dalton. So this will be the Dalton unit, 500 will be the thing maximum. So log P value less than 5, then hydrogen bond donors less than 5, hydrogen bond acceptors less than 10. So this 4 only will be there in the books and other things. Now they are included molar refractivity should be between 40 to 130. Okay. So these 5 details we have to get, but before and all this 4 only will be considered. See why it has got the name Lipinski rule of 5 means all are multiple of 5. See, you see the molecular weight is 500, 100 into 5. The same way less than 5, the lipophilicity, that is log P value should be less than 5. Then donors should be less than 5. Acceptor is less than 10, that is 5 into 2, that is also multiple of 5. So only it has got the name Lipinski rule of 5. So when our designed molecule or drawn structure obeys all these things, then we can say the drug, that drawn structure will have the drug likeliness property. So why we have to perform this Lipinski rule of 5 means whether the molecules will have the drug-like property or not. Suppose if it obeys that Lipinski rule of 5, then we can say that it can be able to function like a drug, like that we can say. See, then one more question also arises. Many drugs from natural products which will be having more than 500 Daltons molecular weight will have good therapeutic index. So this is a rule only. So it cannot fit to all. Okay. Some exceptions will also be there. So we should see overall thing, major thing, this will obey. So this will be the rule, Lipinski rule of 5. So aspirins, you can see the molecular weight is 312 Dalton, hydrogen boron 5, then bond acceptor 6, log P this one, then molar refractivity. So all will be within the thing. So we can say that aspirin will have the drug likeliness property. So for calculation, we'll see one more thing. So if you give the Lipinski rule of 5 calculation, you can see that HTTPS SCF Bio. SCF Bio. So I'll show you this one. HTTPS/SCF Bio IITD res.in. This online software will help us to calculate the Lipinski rule of 5. So I'll click that. So that super computing facility for bioinformatics and computational biology, IIT Delhi has done this one. So see, you can see the input file is PDB. So only I have converted that to PDB. So now I click that in my downloads. Yeah. So this will be the aspirin which I have drawn and I have saved it in the PDB. I can rename also, but just I have taken this. So it should be in PDB, then only it will accept. See, then you can click submit. See, this will be the calculated one. See, this is not in Dalton. Okay, so it should be converted Dalton 151. So hydrogen bond donor 2, then acceptor 3, log P is 1.35, molar refractive is 42.41. So this way, whatever the structure we draw and give it in PDB file format, and if you take and give, it will calculate and give. So like this, we can calculate this. This will improve your studies. Okay. So if you include this one of the parameter, it will make your research still more good. Okay, because you are finding your unknown structure before doing the therapeutic index value itself. We are trying to say that will be good. So for that supporting data, we have to submit. So whether our drug molecule which we are going to use will have the drug likeliness property or not. For that, we have to find out the Lipinski rule of 5. For that, we have to go with that scfbio.iitd.res.in, that online thing. So in that, just if you feed your PDB file, it will calculate and give that Lipinski rule of 5 for that particular compound. So using that, we can say whether it obeys the Lipinski rule of 5 or not. From that, we can say the drug, that molecule is obeying the drug likeliness property or not. So thus we know about the Lipinski rule of 5. So this I have shown online SMILES translator, what is its use. So if you say it takes the SMILES notation, if you click that and paste the SMILES, and you can convert them into the PDB file format. Then next is PubChem, that also I have shown you how to get the structure from the PubChem database. So 5 minutes gap shall we give, then we'll go for this protein target.
Sir?
Ma'am, 5 minutes break, then shall I go for the next? Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Dear delegates, after 5 minutes break, the session will be continued. I request the delegates, if you are having any questions regarding this workshop, please drop it in the chat box.
Shall we continue?
Yes, sir. We can continue.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, next we up to now whatever we have seen how to prepare the ligand. So now we have prepared the ligand. Now I'll be moving on to the next part. So in the workflow I have shown target preparation, ligand preparation. Now we have completed ligand preparation. Now we'll be moving on to the target preparation. So we are going to prepare the target. So target is receptor as well as protein, they will say. So how to get that protein? For that, we have to go for protein data bank. So you can give either PDB. If you just type PDB and if you click also it will open, or you can give PDB ID will be there, that if you give also this thing will be open. In that we have to choose this one only, that is RCSB PDB homepage, that is https://www.rcsb.org. This page website only we have to go. So I click that. So in this, so this will be the website page for that protein structure. So here the search option will be there. So if you know the ID, we can give and we can get the structure. So just I'll click 1CX2. So this will be cyclooxygenase enzyme. So I know that ID, so I had given. So that only you have to perform the literature review. So if you perform, and that is they can do the review literature based on what is your ligand, and you can gain the information about the ligand also. The same way you can do that literature based survey on your target, and you get the idea about your target also, what will be the ID like that, and you can choose. Suppose if you don't know, if you don't available of that ligand, then it will be the another project, that is protein modeling will be there, that you can model a protein, then you can dock your compound. That will be the separate thing. So here we will see that main thing only, that is how to, if your protein data bank ID is available, then how to do the docking. That only I'm going to say you now. So cyclooxygenase you can type and you can get that thing, or otherwise if you know the ID, you can give that structure ID and you can click that search. It will give that structures. So I had given that, so I directly got this one. Otherwise it will show many things. I'll show you that also. See, this structure will look like this. View of 1CX2, you see cyclooxygenase 2 complexed with a selective inhibitor. So you have to choose a link that is target which is already bind with some inhibitor. Then only it will be easy for us to find where the drug can go and bind over there. So that is the reason why we are choosing this one. Then one more point, while we are doing in online thing, we have to remove this inhibitor, then we have to feed that in that docking server. So if you are get the paid version of docking servers like Schrodinger and all, in the preparation of target itself, we can remove that inhibitor. There we can give the binding site there itself, and we can generate a grid. Then we can allow that our ligand to go and bind to that particular site, and we can see the docking scores. So this is about the thing. So if you see, we want to download that. So before downloading, I'll show you what and all the features will be there. So you can see about that cyclooxygenase enzyme classification, which it will be oxidoreductase from musculus, that organism. This has been taken. Then important thing, we have to see that resolution. So here 3 is there. If it is 2.5, less than 2.5, it will be good. So it's okay. Just to show you, I have taken this one. Then, so literature regarding that, see this molecule chain, 4 chains are there, A, B, C, D will be there. Then, so these are the different things which is been there, hem, nag and all the different things. But this is S58 is there, no? That is 1 phenyl sulfonamides, 3 trifluoromethyl para bromophenyl pyrazole. So this is the heteroatom or the inhibitor. So it is bind with the inhibitor. No? This is the inhibitor which is binded in the enzyme already. So this only we have to remove in the case of preparation of the protein. So just now I'll go now, download that file. So PDB format will be there. I'll give that. So you can see that 1cx2.pdb will be there. So it is being downloaded. So now I have to prepare that. I have to open this. This one CX2. See, I have to open this, open with so already available things. I'll go with WordPad will be there here. So now I am opening that. See, this way it will be there. So this is the WordPad file of that protein. See, when we come finally, we can see that heteroatoms. This heteroatoms only that I told no that inhibitor. So we have to delete this. See, we should not remove the normal atoms. That normal atoms are the structures. So here up to this PER10 is there. After this hetero, so up to this I have selected and I have given deleted. So now I can save this. So now I have prepared the protein. So now I remove the heteroatom. This will be one protein preparation. But in case of paid softwares and all, the preparation of proteins, they will remove that unwanted water molecules, and they will remove that if 4 chains are there, which particular chain we need, one chain only we can keep, other chains we can remove. So the structure of protein will become small, and it will take less time for the docking to be proceed. So this and all the things will be happen in case of the paid one. In case of the free one, so we have taken download that from PDB, and we have removed the heteroatoms. So this we can consider it as a preparation of protein. So protein receptor target. Yeah. So protein data bank. So if you just type protein data bank in Google, and if you search, it will show you this website thing, and if you click that, you can go to that website, and whatever the proteins you want, you can download it. So the PDB ID is every molecular model in the protein data bank as a unique session or identification code. The codes are always 4 characters in length. So this will be specific protein ID, PDB ID. They will say this will be 4. These codes have 4 characters. Okay, the first character is numeral in the range. First will be always numeral, 1 to 9 will be there, while the last 3 characters can either be numerals or letters. So we can't say whether it is alphabets or numerals. So first will be unique, that will be numerals only, whereas the other 3 can be either numerals or alphabet. So in case of that, 1CX2, so 1 will be the numeral, CX will be alphabet, another 2 will be the numerals. 4 number thing will be there, 4 characters will be their code. So that will be called as PDB ID. So while you are seeing the literature survey, we have to search for this 4 code, that is PDB code, that is PDB ID. So if you have that, you will be having your target, then most of your work in the protein preparation will become easy. Just you can take the download that protein, and we can perform the protein preparation, then we can go for the docking. So this about that PDB ID. So in case of 1CX2, I told no, that will be the PDB ID. So 1 first character, then C will be the alphabet, third one will be the alphabet, fourth is numerical here. So this will be the PDB ID for cyclooxygenase 2, prostaglandin synthase 2 complex with a selective inhibitor, SC558, a small molecule that will be the inhibitor, which will be binded with the cyclooxygenase. So the resolution is 3. So mostly 2.5 it's there, then we can choose that particular protein. So now we have come to the end of the part. So we will be there with the ligand and protein. So we have done the protein as well as the target. So in the first slide, I show you that workflow. So a typical docking workflow, target selection and ligand selection. So I have chosen the ligand selection, ligand preparation. Then I have performed target selection and target preparation. Then I can go for docking. then evaluation of the results. So docking. So next step is docking. So just for your understanding sake, one online docking we can perform. Yeah. So this will be the online X server. See, you can see that step 1 of 2, a receptor PDB file, ligand PDB file. So we require the receptor should be in PDB file and ligand should be in the PDB file. So I'm going to choose the file, then email address, and so I'll first choose the file. So in the download, where I have changed that 1CX2, then because I have prepared the protein, then ligand,
For your information, the slides are not visible, sir. Slides are not visible.
slides are not visible. 1 minute. So now it's visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this one, choose file. So where I saved that protein file, just I have clicked that and I have to give open. So it will be open. Then ligand PDB file, that should also be in PDB file format. I have to choose. Yeah. So this will be in PDB, that is aspirin structure I have drawn, no, this one. So aspirin, and I am taking this cyclooxygenase enzyme. So this optional, suppose if I want that, just I'm giving my mail ID, shape only for you, then I have to give next. It will be slow, so just, yeah. So the second thing will be not connect to database. Okay, just if you click that, it will do the docking thing and it will give the result. You can view that and it will send the data to your mail also. From that also you can see the docking score. So thus we can perform the docking using this online server. So just I had given the ID and shown you how to choose the protein. Now just any protein targets, for example, thymidylate synthetase. Thymidylate synthetase. So I can give that. See, can you able to see the screen now? PDB, that is protein data bank screen.
Yes, sir.
Ah, yes. So like this, many things regarding that particular proteins. See here, one only had come, but if you so you will be getting this thing it will show. You actually, it has to show many things. From that we can see which resolution will be good and which is from organism which is been isolated. Based on that we can choose the target. So with this I want to conclude, sir. So docking. So docking thing, just you have to have continuous touch with the softwares, then only we can able to proceed with the things. So if any gap arises, it will forget everything. So always have contact, that is contact with the software. That means you have to continuously work, then only we can able to remember all these things and we can proceed. So if any paid version is there, all the works will be done in that particular one software itself. Suppose if you are doing with 3 versions, we have to do all the steps separately, and we have to coincide like that. So just I'll summarize my thing. So first we have to choose what ligand we have to design the ligand first, and particular ligand either we can go by drawing in that software and we can get the information, or we can convert to the particular file format, or otherwise suppose the ligand is available, the standard ligand means we can get it from the databases. Just we feed the name in the databases and we can get that particular ligands will be in the PDB file format, or whatever the file format is required for your docking server, that you can take it off. Then in the protein data bank, if you know that particular protein ID, that is PDB ID, we can give the ID directly and we can download that particular ID and we can proceed for the protein preparation. Suppose if you know only the name, and we can give the name itself in that protein data bank. Many structures if comes, you can choose any one structure based on the sources from which the enzyme is isolated, and from the resolutions we can choose one particular ID. Then while you are choosing that particular protein, there should be a ligand is binded, that is inhibitor is binded already in that particular enzyme. If you choose, it will be easy for us to prepare the protein. Suppose if it is not there, in paid versions options are there, site mapping one option will be there. So if you just, I'm talking about the Schrodinger, in Schrodinger site mapping will be there. If you give that, it will be optimize and give which site that our ligand can go and bind. Then so then after you prepare the protein, then we'll go for the docking. Whatever the software it might be there, you can feed your ligand and target. Then docking will be performed and the docking score will be given. So in the docking score, it will be negative. That is minus, like that it will be going on. So you can take that docking score for the thing as well as hydrogen bonding. So these two things is very important. So when you can itself know when it is being binded well, means there should be some interactions between the ligand and the target. So if it is a hydrogen bond, means there will be a good interactions between the ligand and target. So if there is a good interaction between the ligand and the target, you can say that the drug is fitted well with the target and it will exhibit some good therapeutic value. So this is about the docking thing. So docking analysis. So if you want to discuss the analysis of the talking result, means the particular software we have to discuss, and we have to see that particular results, and we have to interpret, and we have to see, so that it will take much time. So with this, I want to conclude. Just now, my aim is to show you how to prepare the ligand and how to save that file and how to prepare for your docking thing. The same way, how to prepare a target for your docking things. So thank you, sir. Thank you for the patient listens to the audience.
Thank you, sir. We'll rarely get this kind of opportunity to listen to your words. Thank you so much, sir, for your lecture. And it has enlightened our students. Now the session is open for queries. Delegates, if you are having any doubts, please ask. I think no doubts from the delegate sessions, delegates there. Now we'll move on to felicitation. Now I request our HOD to felicitate the speaker with certificate of appreciation.
Thank you, sir.
First of all, congratulations and thank you, sir, for your kind and acceptance as well as informative session. As a token of love and appreciations, and we are presenting a online certificate. The same we will present it later on as a hard copy also. And also, I request you to kindly visit our campus, and we'll have in the future we'll have some collaborative research work in terms of for the benefit of the faculty or the benefit of the students also.
Sure, sir. Sure. So I will also very much privileged to visit your campus and to have
yes, sir. At least we can have some collaborative research.
Yes, sure, sir. Research discussion among ourselves, and if possible, eye-to-eye contact will be there. If I give you the demo directly, we will have some demo sessions also. So that will be, because I can give some exercise and I can get the results, then it will be easy for me to proceed further like thing. So we will see in future also, sir. Thank you. Thanks for this opportunity, sir.
Yes, sir. We'll invite you in future also, and we'll do it offline session, more sessions. At least we'll have some research papers also.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Shall I leave, sir?
Thank you, sir. Now I request Ms. Gautami to propose vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. Respected principal, HODs, my dear colleagues, staff and students from various organizations, a very good afternoon to all. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks. I, on the behalf of Sri Vidyaniketan College of Pharmacy, first and foremost, I would like to thank our Honorable Chairman, Padma Shri Dr. M. Mohan Babu Garu, and our Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Vishnu Manju, for providing a wonderful infrastructure and their support for conducting this workshop. I would like to thank our beloved principal, Dr. Anna Balaji, for his guidance in all our activities to ensure that we always do the things in the right way. I also thank our department HOD, Dr. R. Jairaman, for giving us this opportunity to conduct this workshop. It's my pleasure to express my sincere thanks to our guest speaker for enlightening us with his talk. I also extend my thanks to Mr. Sudhir Kumar for media support. It's my pleasure to express thanks to all our HODs, colleagues, staff, and students from various organizations who have helped to make this workshop great success. I thank each and everyone directly and indirectly who supported in organizing this workshop. Have a good day to all. Thank you.
Thank you, Gautami. Thank you, sir. Thank you all the delegates for your patient listening